I'm Terry Scott, and I direct the Center for Instructional and Behavioral Research in Schools at the University of Louisville. This course discusses strategies related to classroom management. In this module, we discuss considerations for different arrangements of desks and other important furniture. In the last module, we talked about active supervision and the ability to maintain eye contact, and we discussed the need for large furniture to be near a wall to prevent a break in sight lines. As a basic rule of thumb, we want to arrange the room so that wherever the teacher may be, every student could be seen with nothing more than a turn of the teacher's head. Let's start with the teacher's desk. Obviously, there are times when teachers are seated at their desk. The key is, even when you're at your desk, teachers should still be able to make eye contact with every student with nothing more than a turn of their head. In some rooms, the teachers might put their desk at the back and think, well, if it's back there, the students won't know if they're being watched. I think we need just the opposite. I want students to know I'm looking. The more they see me looking, the more they're likely to stop thinking about it. Let's move on to talk about desk arrangements. Here are some typical classroom arrangements. You've probably seen them all. Each has its own strengths and weaknesses. There are things teachers can consider with each arrangement to make it easier to supervise all students. We've already seen an example of rows in a classroom. The benefit to rows is that students are independent, which is important when students have a tendency to incite one another. But on the downside, it would take a lot of steps to engage with every student, even just to touch their desk. Other arrangements have their own considerations, the main one being that it allows the teacher to move and have easy access to all students. The quads, or groupings of four, is one of the most common arrangements. Note here that yellow stars represent students that tend to have more challenging behaviors. I like the clean symmetry of this look, but for larger adults, one might question whether there is sufficient room for the teacher to casually wander by all the students. One possible arrangement option is to spread the groups out more. The more open space allows the teacher to go back to the casual walk, but with the ability to end up near to students needing more assistance. Please note that these students are placed on the inner part of that circle. Long tables can present problems for teachers because they create difficulty for walking through the room. As any teacher knows, the spaces between these tables are filled with chairs, coats, and backpacks, making it very difficult to access all the students. Some basic consideration of the table placement can create a space in which the teacher can easily move about the room. In this new arrangement, the teacher can place students in need of more assistance in the back row and still have easy access for frequent interaction. The key again is to open the room to allow the teacher to casually wander in a manner that allows supervision of all students, with additional attention to some. Round tables may be the least common, and they have their own strengths and weaknesses. For teachers that move a lot, but not with any purposeful routes, the round tables are nice because they can be set up so that one is never more than 3 or 4 steps from any other table. As seen here, the teacher can move about rather randomly and yet still maintain proximity. When considering students in need of more frequent assistance, they can be placed along the side where they can be easily accessed but still not ever have their backs to the front of the room.